So today's the day that we complete the oil service on this Yamaha R7, which for those of you who've been following the page for a while now will know that this has been my rebuild project. So the first thing you want to do when any oil service is get the bike nice and stable, get it on a level surface, you don't want it off balance, and it just makes it a lot easier for the oil to drain out. Start the bike up, get it relatively warm but not too hot, it just makes the oil flow a little bit better. For me, I have to pop this little side fairing off. Once I've got those bolts undone, I can pop that panel out, that gives me access to the underneath. Pop up that little heat shield, slide the oil pan underneath, crack the sump plug and let it drain out. The oil filter is a bit tough, so I had to get a filter removal tool, but then once I got that tool on it, it cracked it and enabled me then just to spin it off. And you can just see how much oil is still held in that filter, so it's always worth stripping them out as well. Once it's all fully drained out, you can get the sump plug back in with its new ring, torque it down. I can't stress how important it is to make sure you torque every single bolt you put back on the bike. You don't want to strip it, you don't want it too loose. Get your new filter, make sure you got all the bits of plastic off there, give it a quick inspection and make sure it's all looking good. You don't want anything left in there. Stick a little bead of oil around the ring. So you'll want to put a little bead of oil, nothing too crazy, just around there. So when it's seated, it's nice and airtight. And get that spun back on the bike once you've got a decent amount on there. And again, make sure you torque it down to manufacturer's spec. Now this bike, when you change the oil filter, it takes about 2.6 litres of oil. So we'll get it done now while the fairings are off, so you don't forget to put the oil in when you start it up for the first time, because you don't want to do that. With that done, bolt back in, stick the fairings back on, pop the front clip, tighten it all back down, get the bike started, just wait for that oil light to disappear, and that's it. Oil service done on the Yamaha R7.